and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's Week 4. We've got what should be a great one here between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Landon Gordon. And Charles, you take a look at the Patriots. They have a tremendous aerial attack, one of the best in the league. But they're going to face a stiff test here.
I don't think that they'll face a tougher test all season long because this is the #1 defense in the NFL. A team that puts a lot of pressure on a quarterback. And we know from talking to both of these teams, neither of them is going to back down from this challenge.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. But he's got his target, Harris. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun. Jones throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off the play fake. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, and he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down. Simpson eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Lamb. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The Jets at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to a good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Bass is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 14 carries, 55 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Jones. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Jones. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the first and goal.
Harris going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Simpson buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He completes it to Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side with Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So a nice chunk play running the football, followed by that, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, maybe so, but they don't seem to be that concerned about it because when you've got a big-time runner, you will trade a few of those for those big chunk explosive runs that he provides. Those add up over time, don't they?
They run again with Harris. Oh, able to avoid him. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Harris running straight ahead. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The kick by Lutz is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the 1st half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. He's going to use his legs here. Shifts by him. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Patriots have it.
times there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know how we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones, and caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now Jones on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
23 yards on the play.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff up the middle. Lamb
will get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Simpson. And this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Offense returns to the field. There's the running back to bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Caught here by Griffin.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
to win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Jones. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted.
There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. So the Patriots coming out now. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Jones over the middle. It's complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. On 2nd and very short, Jones. Here's Griffin on the catch. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Goes right back to him. It's Griffin again. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Lutz good on the extra point, and a lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
To throw on 2nd down. Simpson over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw again. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. In that matchup, all even in their battle with the Chicago Bears. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lamb. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Simpson. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Lamb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Jones now on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jones. Complete. It's Henry. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Griffin. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive to last into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Simpson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down now, it's Lamb. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Simpson. He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. On second down, it's Lamb. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. To throw on third down. Simpson, he finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. New England's offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To throw again on second down. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On the ground, it's Harris. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. New England on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And New York set to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Simpson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Simpson. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll run again with Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Simpson. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Simpson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brewer. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Simpson. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Simpson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10. Simpson got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. On 2nd down now. It's Lamb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Right back to him on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Looking to throw. Simpson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. New England trying to get a place on offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. This is Harris. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Simpson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Simpson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Simpson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative-type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for New England, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head